What a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Still looking on the move. Slings it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Bulldogs offense has the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Mississippi State right back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban Field on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Let's talk about Alabama. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They started to earn that. I think We just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll send out the kicker here. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Good timing on the quick out.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The give to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted...
There he goes! Flying the friendly skies! He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. He wants to change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The short hands, it's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tide with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Lacey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Russell. Release to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lacy. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Reese. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up.
Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Hill. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the move, it's Lacy. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Second down coming up. Off the play fake. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown Tide. Made the
receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they'll make big plays for him.
He'll bring it out. It's Shepard. And the returner will be brought down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Using his legs, it's Price. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Fires to the right. And he's going to take it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Reese. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Mississippi State going up-tempo. They go to the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Throws to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
They'll keep it on the ground. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Good right down the boulevard. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Throws for the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed.
There he goes! They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Alabama pushing the tempo. They go to the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return. And defense has set them up with a big play. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Buys a little time. Looking for his man in the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The returner will field it and try to... And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Back to throw, it's Russell. He fires one deep down the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Running back searching for a hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll ride Davis here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. On target to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to bull his way in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Russell. A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Adams. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Price. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Mississippi State going up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Off play action. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Spins away from the defender. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to run for it. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
On the run, it's Price. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Turning it on! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
That's caught. It's Davis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him.
Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. Still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hoke. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This offense has failed on its previous 2 fourth-down attempts, but they need to keep this drive alive. Pressure coming. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this.
A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. One more play to pad the stats. Back to pass, it's Russell. Rush is on him. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. No matter how much college football changes, real